Hello, so I did get a request on a comment on a video asking basically how to use BandLab, because I use BandLab for all of my songs, pretty much anything musical. I also use it to edit all the audio together for Hellbound, just because it also just works as a good audio editor. So this is a computer version. It is also an app. The app does have a few differences, such as you can use Autotune on the app, which is very self-explanatory. I can pull it up right now. You click, look at the face cam part for this. You pull up a voice thing. Let me just record a hello, and then when you have that screen up, there's a button that says auto pitch, and then if you do that, you can choose how extreme you want it, and you can also choose what key you want it in. So if we put heavy and then just a random key. Hello. So that's how you do the auto-tune. It's very self-explanatory. Now here is where we get into more technical bits. So we'll start with instruments. I do have a MIDI keyboard and launchpad, but I don't have it with me at the moment. So for now we're just going to use keys. So you can use keys or a MIDI keyboard. If you want to use a MIDI keyboard or anything like that, you would put it here. You can select different instruments and different subgenres of that type of instrument. So let's say the type of instrument I want is a guitar. I could go and I could choose a more specific one like a ukulele. So now we have just random things that you can do. So you can do that for pretty much any kind of thing. You can use a MIDI device, which you can go here. For creator kits, that's how I do most of my drum beats. You can configure it to a you can do whatever you want with it. So that's how you basically use the instruments part of it, and then to record it, let's say I want to record a little thing of Mary Had a Little Lamb, so I would choose one. We'll go with this, and then we click a record button. You can choose to have the metronome on or not to have that. I'm not obviously doing much of that, so I'm not gonna have the metronome. On here, I'm pretty sure it automatically counts you in, but on the phone or mobile version, you would have to go into the settings. I can pull that up real quick. This is not edited, by the way, if you couldn't tell. This is not an edited tutorial or a really planned tutorial. But if I wanted it to count me in, I could just go to the settings thing at the top, and then let me find it. And then under the recording part of that, there's a button that says count in, and you can choose it if it's 1 bar or 2. So then that would do this, where it would count me in. I chose 1 bar. You get the idea. And then let's, just for the sake of it, put on some auto-tune. So that's how you do the revision key thing. It's very simple. But if we were to do it on here, I'm pretty sure it automatically does it. So that's how you do that. And then if you want it to be more on point, you can double click it on this, or there's a button on the app, and you can adjust it to be perfect. So if you want to adjust it to be perfect, you could do that. So like, stuff like that. So that's how you do the basic one. There is drum machine, which I don't really know how to use. You'd have to find a different tutorial for that. I'm not like a master at BandLab or anything. But there is that, which it's not that I probably couldn't figure it out. I'm sure it's probably very easy. It's a very easy program to use. But that's that. Now we have the capture voice over mic. So if I were to go, I'll show you some of the effect stuff. So let's delete this. Alright, so if I go here, and I click record, I'll sing a little something. What should I sing? What should I sing? Okay. Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's teach the pitiful children who haven't a clue just what to do. Help them to help you. That was pretty bad, but there we go. So now we have let's save the pitiful. Obviously, you can like plug in fancy mics or whatever to make it work more properly. I'm just checking how long I've been recording for. Okay, 7 minutes, not too bad. So once you have that, there's different things you can do. So of course, if you're on a computer, you can choose what microphone you're using or channel. I don't really know how the channels work, but I'm not like a master at this. If you're wearing headphones and you click monitoring, you can hear yourself while you're talking. If I do it now, it sounds weird. Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's teach the pitiful children who haven't a clue just what to do. Help them to help you. It's very weird to hear it at the same time. You can fix the delay in the app. I'm just showing you what it does. But if you open this up, first off, you can do pitch shift, which lets up it by 3. Which it's going to take a second to do. But you cannot pitch shift, at least currently, on the app. You can only do that on the computer version. Just like you can only auto-tune on the phone version. Fun fact, for my lines in Hellbound for A99, the alien, I pitch up my voice by 3, and I auto-tune it by like a random key. So that's a fun fact, but this is up by 3.
Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's teach the pitiful children who haven't a clue just what to do. Help them to help you.
And then if we put it back down, you can also do the same thing, but pitching your voice down, which hopefully that should load.
Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's save the pitiful children. Whoa, let's teach the pitiful children who haven't a clue just what to do. Help them to help you.
So that's how the pitch shift works. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can also do playback rate, which is if you want to make it faster or slower. You can also reverse the audio. Again, these options, from my understanding, at least only pop up on the computer version. So that's just a little thing to note. That's very cursed. But yeah, you can do that. There's lots of things you can do. Then if we click on this and you click this button that says FF Effects on the phone, there's a button that just says FX, which you'll know what it is. You can choose different preset ones, like the bumps every time.
Let's save the pitiful.
Or you can just choose a lot of default ones. You can choose like the 70s pop, which has like a telephone filter.
Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa.
Or if you go in here again, you can choose the modern hook, which I've used for a few of my songs.
Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa.
It has a weird way of making it kind of sound auto-tuned without actually auto-tuning it, which I think is really cool. It's just like some go rap about some reverb, man, or like Psych Vox, which sounds like this.
Let's save the pitiful children.
Kind of like a spooky sound. And there's just lots of different ones, or like Vocal Octaver, which is very cursed. I use this for whenever Todd gets upset in Hellbound.
Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa.
So there's just lots of different options. You can go through, you can listen to all of them, see what you like. You can also make like custom ones or like adjust things. I don't know how to do all that, but that is something you can do on the computer version, which is just bandlab.com. And then on the phone it's an app. So that's the basic vocal stuff. You can also choose if you want it in the right ear.
Let's save the pitiful
So like right now that's coming from my right speaker.
children.
Or the left one.
Let's teach the pitiful
Now it's coming from my...
children.
And if you're wearing earphones right now, it might be coming from the left side.
Let's save the pitiful.
Or you can have it in the middle, or like sort of on one side.
Let's save the pitiful children.
There's just lots of different things you can do with that. You can experiment around. Like for my cover of Goner, I had the harmonies. I had some of the harmonies, or I think I had either like the main vocal or like one of the harmonies or something. It alternated, is my point. So there's just different ways you can do that. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. You can adjust the reverb as well, so if you want a ton of reverb.
Let's save the pitiful children.
Or like no reverb, or like half reverb. You can have lots of stuff with that. So that's how to do that. You can also choose mono or stereo, I think. I think that's what that means. There's lots of things you can do. You can also import audio, that's a thing. There's a similar thing with guitar, which you can actually plug it in. If you have a guitar, you can plug it in, but you don't have to have it plugged in. Like for a lot of my ukulele tracks, I have it on this setting, even though I don't have anything plugged in. So it's really just up to you and what you want. So that's fun. But for like... Why is there a metronome on? Okay. Do 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 do. That was not tuned. My voice was off key, I think, but it doesn't matter because that's not the point of this video. So there's like some different ones depending on what you're putting in there. Like this one has like a metal option. Like there's just lots of different options if you experiment with that. Same thing goes for the bass. There's a bass option as well. How do we get looper tracks? Is it this? I don't think this is right. Oh, it is right. Okay. So if you get a looper pack, which is how I do a lot of instrumentals for a lot of things. Let's just go for this one, for example. On the phone, it's much easier to do. That's annoying. So I don't know how that exactly works on the computer. Where is my phone? There it is. I don't know how that all works on the computer version. However, I'm gonna do this out because this is gonna be more of a visual tutorial. So on phone, this is how I do lots of instrumentals, just because it's easy. And I'll like go in and edit and add stuff, obviously, but like it's just a very easy like base for a lot of things. Let's pick a random one. What ones do I have saved? Do I have any saved? No, I don't think I do. So let's go just for a random one, just for this video. IDM. Why not? We're going with the IDM pack. So there's lots of packs you can go through. You can separate it by genre. There's lots of different things you can do. I don't know if you can see this. There's lots of different things you can do. You can separate it by like genre on what you want at the top, or just, there's lots of options. But let's open this IDM one, and you have this screen. And what's cool is if you click the button, it plays them. So, without really showing you guys what I'm doing, you can switch it. It's really good to record with it if you have a metronome on. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a little instrumental, just improvise it. You can see what I mean. Yeah, there's just lots of, like, cool things you can do with that. It's very easy to, it's probably would be easier for you to just do it yourself rather than me trying to explain it. But yeah, so that's also an option. I do that for a lot of things. That's really all I have to say. Of course, you can adjust with, like, the beats per minute and stuff. If you want faster or slower, you can like adjust with fade-ins. You can adjust like time signatures and keys and all that stuff. You can adjust metronome. Of course, lots of things you can do. You can also do like mastering and all that stuff. But that's like the basics of BandLab. If you have any more specific, if anyone has any more specific BandLab related questions, let me know. And if I know the answer to it, I'll probably make a video on that. But that's just like a basic intro to BandLab. It's like BandLab for beginners is what this video is. So, overall, that was my tutorial, unedited little tutorial thing. So, if you enjoyed this video and you want more stuff that is edited properly and everything, you can subscribe, turn on the bell, whatever. Do you. Again, if you have any more specific BandLab related questions or questions involving Idm Pack, Flip a Clip, really just goes Idm Pack and Flip a Clip, or Power Director, that's my video editing program, or Movie Maker 6 or 2.6, or anything like that, let me know and I'll try to give you a video example thing at some point. Overall, this is really the end of the video. Goodbye.